Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com with your morning horn disease, your sip of chaga coffee. Oh, by the way, C60 Purple Power has now sugar-free gummies. Sugar-free gummies. Go check it out. If you guys want the discount, go to roadtoroota.com. Click on affiliates, and under your discount, type in Road to Ruta, all one word, lowercase, get 10% off. Go check that out on the affiliates page for C60. And yeah, support those guys and get yourself healthy because the world's batshit crazy right now. Batshit crazy. On the private road, I'm going to start talking about this. The Trump indictment is actually going to happen, supposedly. 4 people say in the know that he's already been indicted. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is everything you see is not real. It's fake. Everything is fake. The most shocking example of what's going on is what Nancy Pelosi tweeted. The grand jury has acted upon the facts and the law. No one is above the law, and everyone has the right to a trial to prove innocence. Doesn't she have that backwards? You are innocent until you are proven guilty. This is how black is white, white is black, up is down, down is up. Our whole world, nothing makes sense anymore, and it shouldn't. If you think all this stuff makes sense, you're probably backwards yourself. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is real. Hang in there. Get your assets in your own possession. Let the folly of whatever the hell is happening right now just unfold and stay out of the mix. Don't go, what is Cliff says, don't go out there looking to win shiny trophies or something like that. Don't get into the mix. Don't go to protests. Don't do that stuff because it's not real and you'll be used and abused if you do. Stay out of it. Take care of yourself and your friends and family around you. Yes, participate non-physically is what I can say because everything is crazy out there. If you can hunker down the best you can, I don't think you'll have to hunker long, especially if you have silver in your own possession. Because the world has found out. The cat is out of the bag about what fractional reserve banking is. No bank can survive a run on the bank. What is a run on the bank? More than 10% of the people ask for their deposits back, and that bank is insolvent instantly. And we just saw it with Silicon Valley Bank and other banks. The cat is out of the bag. It's every bank. It's not just the small regional banks. It's not just the ones that made crazy investments. Every bank is like that. If there's a run on JP Morgan, the largest bank in the world, they wouldn't survive a matter of days. Remember, they're leveraged 10 to 1. Well, JP Morgan's leveraged a hell of a lot more than that. They have, I think it's $60 trillion in derivatives on a $3 trillion asset base. This is game over. All the people had to do was wake up to what fractional reserve banking is, watch It's a Wonderful Life over and over and over and over again. And those banks were nothing compared to what we have these days. And no other financial institution is going to survive this. No stocks, no bonds, no community banks. It will all go. So get yourself ready for some insanity. How it will be rejiggered and restarted, who knows? There are people who are working on it, but I wouldn't trust them, truthfully. That would mean we would have to trust people in power to restart the system. And I don't know anybody in power that anybody would trust. As a matter of fact, the remote viewing guys at Crypto Viewing, when they were viewing Death of the Dollar, saw Congress closing up. And that could be any day. Don't forget the debt ceiling impasse. McCarthy presses Biden to negotiate. These guys aren't going to agree to anything. So it's June, July, August, September. We're going to run out of money. Now, does that mean the system shuts down? Not necessarily. Why? Ask Alan Greenspan. The United States can pay any debt it has because we can always print money to do that. So there is zero probability of default. So all this is a bunch of hooey. You won't default, but the question is, what will that money be valued at? What kind of purchasing power would money have? If Congress does not pass a bill and the Fed just pumps out money everywhere, what kind of purchasing power does that money have? None. And then if the derivative bubble goes, it's all over, because that would take out every bank on the planet. And it doesn't matter how much the Fed prints, it's over. So that's what we're getting to this year, I think. I mean, it's really looking to me like June, July, August, September is when the death of the dollar happens. And it's not just the dollar. It's the death of every fiat unbacked currency, every derivative of the U.S. dollar. Everything goes bye-bye. So buy your silver now while you can. Whatever you got left, throw it into physical silver in your own possession. Really interesting that they still have not posted the quarterly report on bank derivatives. Now, yesterday I posted a private road discussion right here you can find it at roadtoroad.com in the private road section. OCC quarterly derivative data is late. The funny thing is the guy at the OCC who's in charge of this is a guy named Greg Coleman. So Greg Coleman is the one who decided to hide the silver derivatives. And I think Bank of America, I think this is going to be a very telling quarterly report. It's for the end of December. It's in the fourth quarter. I think JP Morgan is getting out of or closing up its derivative position on silver. And you can see it in the data, although it's hidden fairly well because they lumped in gold. But Greg didn't do that great a job. And by the way, Greg Coleman is ex-JP Morgan, head of large bank supervision at the OCC, and just changed his picture. I mean, literally this week, changed his picture to the old gray-haired guy he is. His old picture was like him in his probably early 40s. And now he's posted a new picture. Why? Why did he think there's going to be some scrutiny on the OCC? You're going to see this number, the combination gold and silver derivatives plow down to zero at some point as the big banks get out of the derivative side. Because remember, as Nostradamus tells us, imitations of gold and silver will be thrown into the lake. What's the most obvious imitation of gold and silver? Paper gold and silver, electronic gold and silver. The fraud that is SLV, the fraud that is the COMEX, the fraud that is the OTC market for gold and silver derivatives. They all get chucked. And they'll be screaming at people like Greg Coleman. So he had to look more distinguished. It's really bizarre. Go check out that discussion I have. Again, there he is, Greg Coleman, Senior Deputy Comptroller for Large Bank Supervision. He was a JP Morgan guy. I think it says it in here. They might have, scrubbed that out too. Let's see. Here it is. Coleman has served a variety of bank supervision roles as examiner, policy expert, manager at the OCC, including serving as examiner in charge of Capital One and E-Trade. He previously served as director within the Credit and Market Risk Division in the Office of Chief National Bank Examiner and as the lead for capital markets team at JP Morgan. The revolving door, my friends. Yes, Jamie Dimon has to have his SWAT team out there. I guarantee you Greg Coleman is part of the Jamie Dimon SWAT team. Who's the SWAT team? Jamie Dimon has this gang of insiders that he throws at any problem. I found out this information, and it was in like Fortune magazine, but I saw it when he got Bill Daley assigned. When they took over Bear Stearns, they took over a massive silver short position. And they kept that massive short position because they couldn't get out of it. Bart Chilton from the CFTC showed us that. But what they did is they put a guy into Barack Obama's, made him his right-hand guy, Chief of Staff Barack Obama. His name was Bill Daley. Yes, Bill Daley of the Daley crime family. Worked for JP Morgan. And when they needed to slam silver in 2011, they put Bill Daley as Chief of Staff of Barack Obama. And so under Bill Daley, they brought the price of silver from $20 to $50 and then slammed it down, creating an artificial bear market. And it persists today. I would say we're still in a bear market. We won't be out of this bear market until we break 50. And And I think it could happen very fast. After 30, it's going to run fast to 50. And then everybody's going to start selling because they think, oh my God, we're at the all-time highs. Well, that all-time high goes all the way back to 1980. And since then, it's been rigged with computer-controlled trading. Right now, a company called Virtu Financial controls most of it. Run by Vinny Viola. He was Bernie Madoff's counterpart. So just keep that in mind. This guy, Greg Coleman, he knows he's going to get in the hot seat really soon, probably with the introduction of this next report. That's why it's delayed, and he had to change his picture so he looks older and wiser. I know you can't make this shit up. It's crazy. Silver's, they're allowing it to go up a little bit. We're over $24 now. Will it ever get slammed down? I don't know, and I don't care. If you have your silver in your own possession, you don't care what happens. This price is fake. It should be in the thousands of dollars by now, not at $24. So get your silver while you can. Really interesting. So I've been diving deep into what's going on at the U.S. Mint. Why are they hoarding silver eagles while at the same time claiming they've massively expanded capacity? And the person who decides how many silver eagles to put out there to offer to the public is not the director of the Mint, Ventures Gibson. That's her right there, by the way. Here she is at the Mint showing around the vice president. The second gentleman is what they call. Oh, ridiculous. Kamala's husband. It's so crazy. But here's Janet Yellen. Here's Janet Yellen, who is the decider. Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, gets to decide whether or not she can't decide to hold silver eagles back. That is illegal. That's what they're doing right now. But she can decide if the Mint is making silver eagles to meet demand. And that is the operative legal definition. And according to Janet Yellen, they are. The U.S. Mint is making silver eagles enough to meet demand, which we all know they aren't because they're $10, $12 premiums on silver eagles. And they're only making $900,000 a year instead of the $5 million a year that they are capable of, and that got expanded. Ventures Gibson said they expanded last year. They massively expanded the silver eagle production capabilities. And they literally, when she got in office, they stopped. They stopped selling to the public. I think they are making them. They're just hoarding them for the transition. And here's Janet Yellen with a silver coin. Here she is begging for coins out of the machine. To say Janet Yellen is diminutive is an understatement. But there she is. I met Janet Yellen, by the way, in San Francisco when I was in banking. Around 2000. She was the head of the Fed San Francisco, and she came to one of these hoity-toity banking clubs and gave a small discussion, it's like 30 of us, on how we should be investing in China. And she was really, the U.S. Fed was really pushing China. And of course, I raised my hand and I said, what the fuck are you talking about? We outsource all our production to China. We are screwed. And she's like, no, you don't understand. Everything's going to China. Because of the labor over there, plenty of labor, and we can have different kinds of jobs here. We can have jobs where we think. It just, I almost threw up in my pina colada or whatever I was drinking at the time. Anyway, yeah, she's a joke. She's an idiot. What do you do? This picture cracks me up. Here she is begging with her silver quarter. There she is. She runs the financial system of the world, supposedly. Again, everything's fake. Everything's a lie. But yeah, that's where we are, my friends. I don't even know what to say about, when is reality going to be shown? I would say it's at that moment that the dollar dies, and if you believe the remote viewing guys, it's when Congress shuts down for the last time. And when would Congress shut down for the last time? When they can't vote themselves money. I mean, that's what the debt ceiling is a vote on, are we going to fund the government or not? And the remote viewers showed that we are not going to fund the government. So, really interesting times. Again, go to roadrooter.com. You want to join the private road, click on subscribe today, and we are still giving away, at least for now, the silver Ruta coin with every membership and renewal. And that gets you backstage passes, backstage access to all the stuff we have on the Road to Ruta. Look at, I mean, just so many videos and articles and places of discussion. All the Jenny Moonstone stuff, the Freedom Roadshow replays, uncensored stuff, Theta stuff, Cliff High stuff. Go check it out at roadtoruta.com. You would, it would behoove you to get on the Road to Ruta and figure out what's really going on while this fake play plays out. I will be talking a lot more about what's going on with Trump and the good guys and the bad guys on the private road, because I'm not allowed really to talk about it on YouTube, and that's part of the problem with America these days. So that's where we are. I'll talk to you guys later.